Alrighty guys, this is going to be a walkthrough tour of the Eastlake at 124th station. I'm actually here waiting for a train to pull into the station, but anywho, here's the Eastlake at 124th station. It's right outside of 124th station and Claude Court.
Train to Union Station arriving in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I get that, announcer. And over there is just a bar right there, but there are a few restaurants over there, and we can actually see a train coming as we tour through the station. Here's where the train is parked right there. It actually parks at the station, but sometimes the trains just park over there. But however, over the years, RTD is actually planning to extend the N line 2 stops north actually. One of the stations is going to be at York at 144th station, so right next to Rocky Top Middle School. And the future terminus of the N line is going to be at Colorado Boulevard and 162nd Avenue. That is still a long way to go because that's part of RTD's Fast Tracks projects. So you can see Lake Avenue Inn, that's the bar right there. Maybe people from Denver may want to visit the Lake Avenue Inn bar. We can see our train over there in the distance. And this is, I believe, Lake Avenue. Here's some extra seating right here. I think that this is my favorite part of the Eastlake station, actually. Here's the main signage right there on Eastlake. And then the signage. And then in the future, that will say North Thornton at Highway 7. But hopefully by 2034 or so, hopefully Fast Tracks will be completed. So you can see the bar right there. And you can see this really cool like shelter thingy right here. Here comes the train arriving. I'll video record it for you guys. And whenever the train stops, it makes that loud puffing noise. It jump scares me all the time. I cover my ears. So here's our train right here. And all commuter rail trains uses the Graham White E-Bell, as you can hear. That's what most trains on like BNSF Railway and that was the puffing noise. Like I said, it jump scares me all the time.
Train to Union Station now arriving.
And I like this checkered flag thingy. When I saw what Google Street View is, the Google Street View, you can see that checkered flag thingy. They added that, I think, a few years ago. And here's the shelter in front of this is First Street and this is Lake Avenue. And I wish there would be more shops kind of like with Old Town Arvada, but anywho. And here's the caboose with grain elevator right here. And in the future, trains will be extended all the way down there beyond Century Middle School over there. And here's our train right there. And
for your safety, do not cross tracks when warning lights are flashing. Trains may run on any track, at any time, and in any direction.
Alrighty. This concludes the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it.